Got this little fella in the kitchen. Now he can go outside where he belongs. There you go. And just like that, bird jumped on him. Circle of life. Hey guys, how's it going? This is Secret My House bidding you welcome. Let me bring the camera a little bit closer just so you can hear me a little bit better, I guess. I've noticed that it's a little bit hard to hear me in some of my more recent videos, so I'm going to try and speak a little bit louder just so you guys can get a little bit more of my lovely voice. I don't know. Pickups. Before that, I've fucking had it with this phone. This is the first time I've had to record this video, which is nice. I hope I don't have to do it a second time. I'm actually using the front camera, so I don't have to worry about it turning off without me seeing it. Hopefully the quality isn't too bad. But yeah, it's really annoying me, man. My phone, when I'm in the house, it like drops reception, and like, I need this phone to get work calls, so like if I don't answer a call from work, where they want me to come in for a surprise shift, they may not call me again in the future. So I mean, if my phone's not working, then yeah, it's really annoying. But I mean, I guess I just spend the day outside, which is fine with me. I usually spend most of my days sitting in the backyard anyway, so it doesn't really matter. If I want to play a game or something, I'll go inside, leave my phone out, and like I'll still be able to hear calls and whatnot. So yeah, enough of my bitching and complaining. Let's get to the pickups. We got quite a bit of stuff, not an incredible amount, but I am going to be showing you the PlayStation 1 games that I have been buying off of eBay with the money I've been getting from selling stuff. And yeah, I only managed to get out like twice in the past 2 weeks. It's been pretty hectic, which is nice. I mean, I'm enjoying working and all that, but like it's nice to have time off as well. So first up, thankfully I can always do something on Sunday. Like if anyone ever wants to go out somewhere on Sunday, that's the day for me, because I don't have to go to work until 2 o'clock. So most of the times I'll go to the market. This time I did. This was over 2 weeks. This was the week before last, I guess. Like I got this stuff while it was still January, let's just say that. So I'm going to bring my feet up. Then I can bring it a little bit closer. It's actually more comfortable. Alright. So I went to the markets, I went there pretty early. It was like 6 o'clock, I think, which is about when they open. So I actually got quite a bit of good stuff, which is nice for a change. It's nice not to be left with a bunch of scraps. So yeah, just go over quickly what I found. I always start at the back of the markets because that's where you get the random sellers. Like some of the random sellers, like at the market, it's always the same people, but every now and again you get like new people or just random sellers. Like there's probably like 3/4 of the market is sellers that are always there, and then 1/4 is new people. So it's like I always try to get to the new people first. They're usually at the back because it's cheaper to set up there. But too many buts. Alright, I found this stuff. Some old bloke had DVDs, and he had these 2 PlayStation 3 games chucked in there with them. Asked how much he wanted, $2 each, so I got UFC Undisputed 3, which I am selling on the old eBay. It's okay. It's cool because it has Pride Fighters in it, and Pride isn't a company anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, it's okay. It holds a little bit of value too. So good to get for $2, and one to keep, 007 Quantum of Solace, which actually did not come with a manual, and I have it in my console at the moment. I've heard a bunch of YouTubers say this is a pretty good game. It's okay so far. I've played about 20 minutes. It's a first-person shooter, but when you get into cover or when you run, you go into third-person mode. So it's kind of interesting. I'll definitely look forward to playing this one a little bit more, kind of wrap my teeth around a little bit, so yeah. And from there, yeah, thankfully, I was able to find some of this stuff before other people found it. 'Cause, like, when you go early, even when you're early, there's a lot of people buying stuff. And, yeah, it's a hotbed for resellers now. It didn't used to be, but now it is. It's like, the times have changed, and like, you gotta really get in early if you want to go to the market. I used to go at like 9 and 10 o'clock in the morning, and I would find really good stuff. Now you have to go like 6 o'clock, and you have to fight off other people. And even then, like, you're not going to beat all of the sellers, because they're there at 5:30 setting up, so of course they're going to get stuff before you can. But I went in, and I still found some okay stuff. I found these 3 items from another seller. This guy was right at the back, man. And he had some games, he also had some DVDs, and I asked how much he wanted. And he said, again, the stuff written on them, $4. So I said, would you do $4 for each of them? He said, sure. And I got Metropolis Mania 2 for $4 on PlayStation 2. I've been looking for this one for quite a bit. I've had the first game for years now, and I really enjoy it. And there's a copy of this at the Fortitude Valley cash converters, but they've always wanted $10 for it. I'm like, I don't want to pay that. $5 is usually my limit for PlayStation 2 games, unless I'm like getting like a good deal or something. So yeah, this game isn't worth too much anyway. But it's Metropolis Mania 2. This was released in 2009, I think, something like that. This is a pretty late release, but it's pretty good. It's like Sim City, except you actually get to go down and interact with the people in the city, so it's kind of cool. That's all in there. It's in pretty good condition. So yeah, $4 for that. Pretty happy. Even happier with this. Super Smash Bros. Brawl for $4. This will just be trade bait. Trade bait, my ass. This is going to CEX, so I'll sell it online. But yeah, I already have a copy of this, but it holds its value well, so yeah, we're going to make a little bit of money on that, and it'll pay for the other stuff I bought. Well, some of the other stuff. $4 for that? You're never going to pass up that game for $4. You're never going to pass up a Super Smash Bros. Brawl for $4. And he also had this DVD, which I looked at, and I thought, this just looks really weird. I kind of want to buy it to see what it is. It is Xavier the Renegade Angel, Seasons 1 and 2. I'm not sure what this is just yet, but it looks kind of funky, so maybe I'll sit down and watch it one of these days. Alright, from there, that one. From there was a seller who's always there, and they sometimes have video games, so I went and checked what they had. And they've always been kind of high priced, but this time it was fucking awful, man. I mean, had some PlayStation 1 games, and I asked, oh, how much are these? They're like, oh, look on the back. So I looked on the back, and, like, he had all of these individually marked, which is fine, but not when you're asking $40 for Croc the Legend of the Gobos. And not when you're asking $150 for Spyro Ripto's Rage. I mean, I asked him where he got his prices, like, oh, I looked him up online. I'm like, I told him bluntly, you're not gonna sell Spyro for $150 at a market, mate. And he's like, oh, you'd be surprised. I'm like, nah, you're gonna be surprised, mate. I got out of there, man. Fucking hell. Like, he's just a general kind of junk seller, but sometimes, like, he gets video game stuff and he just prices it really high. Like, some of the other stuff I can understand him selling, but, like, $150 for Spyro? I don't know about that, man. But, you know what, it's his stock, he can sell it for what he wants to sell it at. You know, it's all his, so he can do what he wants with it. Shit, if he prices it $150 and some idiot spends $150 for a scratched up copy of Spyro Platinum, fucking good on him then. But just across from him, there was a guy who only ever sells DVDs, so I never ever checked, but I had time, so I checked this time, and he had some PSP games, and they were $4 without the manual and $5 with the manual, so I was like, ah, this one has the manual. So I took it up to him, looked inside, he saw the man, he was like, yeah, $5. Alright. Gave him $5 for Battlezone. This is apparently based on the old Atari game, so that's really cool. I like Battlezone on the Atari, it's one of the best Atari games out there. This one's all in there. It's in pretty good condition. I haven't stuck it in and played it yet, but I'm sure it's pretty good. Alright. I was looking through some guys' DVDs. DVDs were $2. That seems to be the standard price for DVDs these days in the market. $2. You get a guy every now and again trying to get like $5 each for DVDs and just sit there forever. No one buys them, so $2 is way better. Though to be completely honest, I probably would have paid $5 for this, but it is The Lord of the Rings, the 3-film collection. These are the theatrical versions, whatever that means. But yeah, I mean, all 3 Lord of the Rings movies were only $2, and it's like a 6-disc set that's really, really good. I can get rid of my individual copies and save myself some space. With all those discs. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, all 6 discs there. I haven't seen Lord of the Rings movies for years. I generally just think they're too long. It's kind of my gripe with Star Wars as well. I mean, they don't need to be almost 3 hours long each. And the last one is over 3 hours, so I'm like, maybe one day I'll sit down and watch them all again, but not for the foreseeable future. So, the rest of the stuff is all got from, it all almost falls down, from one guy. Actually, this was from someone else. There's another guy who was selling video games. He had some Game Gear stuff. He wanted $10 for this one. Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. I got him down to $8. I thought that was a pretty okay deal. I'm always after Game Gear games that I don't have. And this one was in really nice condition. And I played it. It's just a straight port of the Master System version, as a lot of Game Gear games are, but for what it's worth, it's good. So, alright, so this was from just one guy. This guy's name is Eddie. He sets up there every week. He sells video games. He's a reseller, but he gives pretty okay deals. So I'm not completely against giving him money. But he's one of those guys like go around at 5:30 trying to get the good deals before everyone else can. So that's like, what can you do? But I got this stuff from him. Got some Atari stuff. These are in a box that said $10 each, but he actually did these for $10. I gave him like a case for something, and so he just gave me this one for free. It's Cookie Monster Munch with a beat-up label and no end label, so he just gave me that one for free. I put it in, it's pretty bad. You need some kind of special controller to play it properly, and I don't have it. I would like to get it though. And then I got these 3 games, and he said, I'll do these 3 for $10 for you, because he gave me that case. And because he always has trouble moving Atari stuff, so he tries to give deals on the Atari stuff just to move it. And I got Pete Rose Baseball, which is actually really good. Like, there's a lot of good animation in this for an Atari game. Usually you don't expect that, but this one, the animation is really good, and it's a solid baseball game, so yeah, pretty good. We also have Breakout, which I like because it has like a tennis thing on it. And then we have Super Breakout, which has like astronauts. So between Breakout and Super Breakout, they discovered space travel or something. I think that's kind of funny. But yeah, I actually don't know what the difference is between these two. Like, I stuck both of them in and played them, and they seem like the same game. I guess one of them's Super. But yeah, they both have different labels, so whatever. They add to the Atari collection, and all 4 of them for just $10, that's a pretty good deal in my opinion. Also asked about this PlayStation 2 game, and he wanted $10 for this one, which I spent because I was getting a good deal on the Atari stuff, so I thought, yeah, I'll just grab this as well. It is Astro Boy. And I sat down and played this for about 20 minutes so far. It's okay. It's a little bit janky, I guess. Like, it's not the smoothest game, but it's pretty okay. You can like lock onto enemies and you can fly into them to attack them. You can fly around the city. It's pretty good. It's not like an open world game or anything, but it's okay. I enjoy it so far. I'll definitely sit down and play this a little bit more. It's completed there. This is one that I've been wanting to get for quite a bit, so yeah, it's good to finally have it. I'm trying to get a sticker off here. I can do that after the video. That's some professionalism. Alright, that's all from the markets. I did get one thing on a random trip to EB Games. I got this. The History of Fallout. I don't usually get a whole lot of video game related books because most of them aren't very good. But this one is kind of cool. It just gives a brief overview of all of the Fallout games, and it's pretty alright. I haven't played Fallout 1 or 2 or Tactics yet, but yeah, it's kind of nice to get like a little bit of an overview of the story. We have like some nice pictures in the back here. I did play Fallout 3 and New Vegas and 4 a lot. I just haven't played the originals yet. Though apparently they're very, very good. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They wanted $9 for this. I was happy to pay that for a nice hardcover little book here. Fallout's a great game series. Alright, so from there, on a random trip to Cash Converters, I found the rest of the stuff for this week. And they have had a huge price drop of stuff. Like, not huge, I guess, but it's significant enough for me to buy a bit more. So ended up spending, it says here, $27 on all this stuff. So some stuff that was $7 is now $5, and stuff that was $5 is now $3. So that's pretty cool. That's good of them, because that's going to make me start buying a lot more stuff from them. You know, I didn't really like they hacked their prices up a little bit, because like I mean, all stuff used to be cheap there. Now they're a bit expensive, so I didn't buy as much, and their stocks started to build up, so they lowered the price on their stuff, so that's good of them. One thing they didn't lower the price on, though, was this PSP game, Dragon Ball Z Shin Budokai. I've actually been looking for this one for a while as well, and it was $9, and I thought, alright, I'll grab it. I've been looking for this one for a little bit, so I'll grab it. It's okay. It's just another Budokai game. If you've played any of the Budokai games on the PlayStation 2, this is another one, except it's on the PSP. It's currently in my system. It's good though. You know, it's a 2D fighting game, as you would expect. It's okay. Alright, and the rest of this stuff, I'll just quickly show the DVD first. For $1, Stephen King's It. The new one's coming out. I'll probably watch this at some point. It is very long though. This is like 3 hours long, but it's got Steph Curry in it. Not Steph Curry. This may be even better if it had Steph Curry in it, but it has Tim Curry in it, so yeah. Can you imagine Steph Curry in this movie? Wild times. But these are the two games that they lowered the prices down on. This one was only actually $5, and I can prove that with the receipt. I always want to prove myself if I've paid less than what's on the thing. Like, I feel like I have to prove myself with it. There you go. See, Need for Speed Carbon, $5. Yeah, Need for Speed Carbon on the PS3 for $5. This one still holds its value a little bit. This goes for about $20, so I'll send that off. Sell on eBay and recoup a little bit of my expenditure for this week. For the last 2 weeks. Actually all of these are to sell except for one. Yeah, this one which was $3, Spyro the Eternal Night. This was a trade order, so like stickers in another place. Like Cash Converters is like that, they trade stock between stores, but yeah, this was only $3. I don't think I've played this one, but this was back when Spyro was doing like a thing with Crash Bandicoot, so maybe this will have Crash Bandicoot in, who knows. There's Crash Bandicoot on the back. Maybe it does. Who knows? Also got these ones, which were all to sell. Monopoly, $3, you get $15 for it, easy. Calvin Tucker's Redneck Jamboree, which isn't a super expensive game, but it's just kind of rare, well, kind of hard to find, so I've never seen a copy of this before this point. I thought $3. Yeah, I'll grab it. Turns out it's worth about 15 to 20 bucks, so I'll sell that on and recoup a little bit of my money. Flip that around so it's the right way up. Yeah, I mean, I might actually sit down and play this first. This looks kinda silly. This looks like a game that I would have some fun with. And the last one, what I'll probably get the most money for, this one's like 25 bucks I guess, Sims 3. I have had copies of this in the past. I'm not sure if it went down in price recently or anything. A lot of stuff that I've sold in the past has gone down in price over time, so hopefully this one still goes for about 25 bucks, and then I can buy some more PlayStation 1 games with that kind of money. So yeah, good deals all around there. It's nice that they're finally lowering the price on some stuff. It definitely gives me an incentive to buy more. And now I can get to the PlayStation 1 stuff. I have all except for one game here. I'm currently waiting on a copy of Vagrant Story, which is coming in a blank case. But I got a really good deal on it. I paid $20 for it, and it's getting shipped to my door. So Vagrant Story for 20 bucks, that's a great deal. And even though it has like a generic case, it has the front artwork, has the back artwork, has the manual, it has the disc. So it's like I just have to put it in a case, and then it's a complete nice copy. So yeah, look forward to getting that one. I've wanted that one for a little bit. It'll definitely be cool to play that. And I think that was the first fully 3D RPG there ever was, so yeah, it's going to be interesting sitting down and having a go at that one. But I got 5 PlayStation 1 games here, all for the collection, and 2 of them really, really suck. I'll show them first. The first one here, this one's like, I thought it was going to be fun, but it just isn't. Overblood 2, this is a action-adventure game, I guess. It's not terrible, you just have no idea what the fuck you're supposed to be doing while you're playing it. Like, the game starts you off in like a futuristic railway station. I always fuck up with R's and W's, man. I'm surprised no one's ever got up for me for that. But, it starts you off there, and then it just expects you to know what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to run over and talk to this guy on a bench, and it took me like half an hour to do that, because there's like 5 levels of this railway station. And like, there's like 100+ people to talk to, and like, I had no idea what to do, but I did that, and then it was like, it throws you into an action sequence, and it throws you in another thing where you have to run around and figure out what you're supposed to do. So, like, if you wanted to fuck around with it and get the hang of it, I guess it could be okay, but it's just not very intuitive. It's not very fun, basically. It's an X-Rental copy. I think I paid like $10 for this shipped. The case is falling apart, but whatever. $10 shipped, what can you do? It's not very good, but it was worth the purchase, I guess. This one I bought knowing it was a really bad game. This is Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Iron and Blood Warriors of Ravenloft. That's a really long title for this. Yeah. This is a 2D fighting game, or I guess it's 3D. It's a 3D fighting game, and it is dreadful. There's no combos to speak of. There's not a whole lot you can do in the game. I can't beat anyone in this game. It's too difficult. But it's difficult because the controls are bad. Like, it's just a really bad overall game. I wouldn't even recommend buying this if you had the money spare like I did, or if you found it on the cheap. Like, I think I overpaid for this too. This was like $20 shipped or something. I just wanted to buy it and play it, just to see how bad it really was, and it's really, really bad. God damn it. Wish I had that game. Wish I had the game on the back. Damn it. I'm bidding on a copy of this. It's up to like $90, and I bid like $30 thinking that was a fair offer. Some of them PlayStation 1 games, man, they're expensive. Like, they're expensive, and I don't know if I'm ever going to have them, but, yeah, what can you do? Now I get to the good games. Another one that I think I overpaid for, but this was all through, like, PayPal money that I got through buying and selling stuff online, so it's like, it was all basically super cheap. Like, when you actually consider what I spent on some of this stuff to, sell, like, if I bought that Sims game for $3 and sell it for 25, then, like, one of these games only cost me, like, $3 in actuality. But, damn it, fucking cases, man. This one, I think I paid, like, $30 shipped, which is probably about the going rate, maybe a little bit higher. This is a platinum copy of Final Fantasy VIII, and I saw someone with this fucking game at Bookfest that had a black label copy. I was like, I've been looking for that game for years, good find, mate. And he said he was buying it for his brother or something. I was like, this is the one that I've been looking for, because I have most of the Final Fantasies on the PlayStation 1. I just need this one and 6, and Anthology, and Chronicles. Actually, I don't have most of them. I will get all of them, though. I will get all of them. This one is really good. Like, I remember playing this one back in the day. A friend had it. And we would play it all the time. Like, we would go through and we were really engrossed in the story of it. Because, like, there was a, it's like a, love triangle kind of thing between these three characters. Like, there was these two guys trying to get this one chick. It was really good. But it's, complete in there. We have Disc 1, Manual, Disc 2, separated case, and Discs 3 and 4. And I almost got a refund on this because it wouldn't work on my PlayStation 2 or 3, and like, I lodged for a refund on this, told the seller, and he's like, oh, that sucks, it worked on my PlayStation 1, and I was like, I never even considered trying to make it work on the PlayStation 1. So I dug my PlayStation 1 out of its box, and it works fine on the PlayStation 1, so I cancelled the refund. But it kind of sucks this doesn't work on the PS3 or 2, and apparently I'm not the only person who has problems with that. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure if it's just the PAL copy or what. But yeah, I mean, whatever, what can you do? Definitely look forward to sitting down and playing that one a bit more. One that I've sat down and put quite a bit of time into already. This is a really good game. This is Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. I believe this one was pretty cheap. This one was only about $13 shipped. Like, a lot of this stuff I get on a bid, like if I bid $5 and it has $8 shipping, that's sometimes what I'll get it for, so yeah, like some stuff just slips through the cracks. This is usually like a $30 game, so to get it for $13 shipped to my door, that's pretty good. But Legacy of Kain, this is a really good series, and I believe this is the first one. I think so. This has a cool holographic cover. It's actually like really nice feeling board. Manual fell out, but you have that in there. The regular manual, and you have the game itself. It's really good. You play as this like a vampire, and you get turned on by all of your other vampire friends, and they like throw you down this pit that drains you of all of your power. So now you have to slowly get your power back, and you can go in between worlds. Like, you can be in like the spirit world, and you can go into the real world. Like, you have to suck the blood out of people to get your power back. It's really good. There's a lot of kind of puzzle solving in this, which is pretty cool. It's just a really, really good game. Definitely recommend that, as well as the other games in the Soul Reaver series. And finally, the last one here, which I swear to God I had a copy of this, but I really wanted to sit down and play it one day, and as I was looking through my collection, I just could not find it. So it's possible that I traded this one away at some point, or maybe I just had it on like a demo disc or something, because that will sometimes happen. But sometimes I'll think I'll have something on a demo disc, and sometimes I think I'll have something, but I'll actually only have a demo version of it. So like, I'll be like, oh yeah, I've played that, it's good. Like, I've only played the demo version, and it is Dino Crisis. I think this one was about $20 shipped, something like that. It wasn't super cheap, but it wasn't super expensive either. This is Resident Evil of Dinosaurs. And you can also move backwards and shoot, which makes it better. Yeah, this is a classic, man. I'm yet to really sink my teeth into it, but I've played it before. It's a really good game. There's the back. Got the front thing, the manual, the disc in there. I've probably played this for about 2 hours so far. Just like kind of feeling my way around and getting through the game the hard way. Yeah, it's going to be really good to sit down and finally finish this. So, yeah, that's all for now. Hopefully I get that copy of Vagrant Story in pretty soon, and then I can make another video showing that. And I'll show the copy that I get, and then I'll show you it in a nice clean case, and it'll be a nice clean copy, as the Fluffy Gamer likes to say. So, yeah, that's all for now. This is Steve in my house bidding you farewell. Have a good one, everyone. See yous.
And that's all, folks.